Vladimir Putin is one of the most powerful and controversial leaders of modern times, a man whose life story is filled with ambition, hardship, and an unshakable desire for control. His journey from a small apartment in Leningrad to the Kremlin is a dramatic tale that continues to shape world history. Vladimir Putin was born on October 7, 1952, in Leningrad, now called St. Petersburg. His father, Vladimir Spiridonovich Putin, was a factory foreman and a war veteran who had served in the Soviet Navy during World War II. His mother, Maria Ivanovna Shelemova, was a kind but strict woman who worked in a factory as well. The family lived in poor conditions, sharing a communal apartment with other families. Life was hard, and the memories of war were still close, but these struggles built a strong will in Vladimir Putin from a young age. As a boy, Vladimir Putin was energetic and often restless. He enjoyed sports, especially judo and sambo, which taught him discipline and strategy. He admired spies and dreamed of becoming one himself after watching Soviet films about secret agents. At school, he was not the best student at first, but with determination he improved and became more serious about his studies. His sharp mind and competitive nature helped him stand out, and soon he found a path that would bring him closer to his dream. Vladimir Putin studied law at Leningrad State University, where he focused on international law. It was during this time that he met Anatoly Sobchak, a professor who would later play an important role in his career. While in university, Vladimir Putin joined the Communist Party, like many young men of his generation. After graduating in 1975, he joined the KGB, the Soviet Union's secret police and intelligence agency. This step was the beginning of a career that would take him deep into the shadows of power. In the KGB, Vladimir Putin worked in counterintelligence and was later stationed in East Germany. Life there was less glamorous than expected, filled with routine tasks, but it gave him valuable experience. When the Soviet Union began to collapse, his future looked uncertain. Returning to Leningrad, he worked under Anatoly Sobchak, who had become the city's mayor. This job pulled Vladimir Putin from the world of spies into the world of politics, where his talent for loyalty and quiet efficiency was noticed. Vladimir Putin rose quickly, moving to Moscow in the late 1990s. There, he gained the trust of Russia's president, Boris Yeltsin. In 1999, Yeltsin suddenly resigned, and Vladimir Putin, once a little-known official, became acting president of Russia. Soon after, he won the election and officially took power. For many Russians, he brought a sense of stability after the chaos of the 1990s. He rebuilt the economy with the help of rising oil prices, restored state control, and projected the image of a strong leader who could protect the nation. But Vladimir Putin's rule also faced serious challenges. Critics accused him of limiting free speech, controlling the press, and using power to silence opponents. Internationally, his decisions, such as the annexation of Crimea in 2014 and involvement in conflicts abroad, brought sanctions and tension with the West. Inside Russia, some admired his toughness, while others feared his growing authority. His long time in power has made him one of the most debated leaders in history. In his later years, Vladimir Putin has continued to hold a tight grip on Russia, changing laws to extend his time in office. Supporters see him as a defender of Russian pride and sovereignty, while opponents call him a symbol of corruption and authoritarian rule. His story is not yet finished, and his influence remains strong both in Russia and far beyond its borders. Whoever does not miss the Soviet Union has no heart. Whoever wants it back has no brain. Vladimir Putin. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring and powerful life stories.